In prison, they serve 3 meals a day. Usually it's a hot breakfast. Actually, usually it's 3 hot meals a day until they lock you down, and then they'll bring sandwiches if you're locked into the unit. But mostly you can go to the kitchen and they have, meals, and it really depends on the prison. Some prisons, you have somebody running the kitchen that really cares and they put the extra work in, and the buyers for the food put the extra work in. They try to find deals and get better food. The two main prisons I was at was at Dublin, California and Waseca, Minnesota. And there was lots of food that you could eat. For me, the thing that I liked the very least that was on in the kitchen was fish. It was soggy, it smelled terrible, and I had to be really hungry. Like one time when I was being transferred around in county jails and I didn't have any money on commissary, and they'd lock me in an isolation cell so you'd only get 3 meals a day. Because if you go to the kitchen, you can kind of trade around and get extra food. But 3 meals a day, and that's all you get, you're hungry. So, and a lot of times they're just not big meals, right? You can't like get extra like you could in the kitchen. So if you're locked in an isolation cell, probably you're going to eat whatever they give you after a little while. For me, I started eating that yucky fish because I was hungry. My husband's like, I cannot believe you ate the fish. He's like, I can't see a scenario where you would be that hungry. I was like, I was that hungry. And the other thing that the girls really liked was they had once a week chicken on the bone. Now, I've heard people say, you guys got chicken on the bone. To me, I was freaked out by that chicken. I would go to the kitchen and get it and give it to somebody else because they really liked it. But I didn't feel like it was cooked very well. I felt like it could probably be old. Like, I was not a big fan of meat in prison. Now, you can also cook in the unit. You can buy things on commissary. Some prisons, they used to have microwaves. I don't think they do anymore, but they have hot water, and people are coming up with endless different ways to use those items on commissary, and then they'll sneak stuff back from the kitchen and use that. So you might make nachos. I learned how to make the prison cake. You can buy things on commissary and make extra meals. And if you're just not hungry, it's always good. Well, if you just can't eat the food in the kitchen and you are hungry, it's always good to have a box of cereal or a granola bar. But you have to buy that on commissary. So I usually had those things in my locker just in case.